Alright, here we go. Time for round 2. Ugh, pass me is dumb. Oops. Oh well, moving on. Alright, so I just had tasty dinner from one of my favorite fast food joints. So, that was yum. It's a rare treat. I'm gonna do a different one. I have this open fronted, and I've been wanting to do one of these smaller discs with the larger crystals on it, because I have this crystal that I made. Oof. How about I see if I can get a woo, good angle. There we go. Yeah, I really like these. I had a lot of fun when making them. Some of them even glow. Not all of them, just some of them. So I'm probably going to paint this skull a lot like I did the other one. And I need to find my parchment paper. There it is. Hey Nico, welcome back. And I'm back. Did you have a better day today? I'm setting up a new wet palette. Still blah, just blah? Nothing else? Just blah? Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of bouncing around still. Not 100% set up for this again, because I'm bad at this. But we already knew that. Here we go. Don't mind me, I'm doing the social media thing. There we go. Alright, hang on. Wait, what was that? Aw, man. Dude. You gotta remember not to take some of those things personally, because one, we are in a pandemic. Two, people are weird. They don't know how to deal with certain things that are going on around them. Like, I remember when I had cancer and when I was diagnosed, not everybody knew how to deal with it, and a lot of my friends distanced themselves from me real quick. Like, people I thought were really good friends ended up not being as good of a friend as I thought, because they felt awkward. Alright, hang on. I gotta go get some water. Yay, maybe this time I won't run out. Or at least my pallets won't go dry. Did they know what was happening? Did they know what was going on? I mean, Nico, I didn't know until you posted a picture. And then I called you out for it. So, don't go giving me that crap. Are they actually not reaching out to you, or is it because you did pre-distancing due to depression? I mean, this is what you have to actually look at. Because, yeah, there's going to be aspects where you're just as guilty as they are. Now I'm going to borrow this. I'm going to go ahead and start setting up to paint this skull. And this is how the other one turned out. So there we go. You get a nice shine of my ring light. Yeah, I punched a hole in the skull so that it would look like it was coming out. Adjusted the angle of the crystals a little bit, put some tufts in. I might come back and add a little bit more in between the crystals, or go in with my gold paint and a little bit more hot glue and add a little bit more dimension to the rock that's supporting the crystals. So here's what it looks like outside of the dome. And back a little. There we go. So that's the top down. There's a little bit of gold shine here in the eyebrow. He's got a couple of gold teeth. He's got a little pinhole here. And then I've got the plant matter around the base, and I have the gold bullion. Hey, welcome back, Samuel. Yeah, this is how this one turned out. I'm really pleased with it. I'm really happy with it. I'm probably going to come back and add a little bit more of the ground material, the moss, and then just kind of patch it up, maybe bring the gold in here up a little bit more. So not bad for a skull that started as this. So this is the before and this is the after. That's how that worked out. That's an awesome marker. Yeah. Yeah, so the before and the after. Um, these were a bag of like 8 at the Dollar Tree for their Halloween selection this year. I have some little mini skeletons that are about 4 to 5 inches, and I was planning on disarticulating some of those so that I could do something like this with them. But yeah, so one last turn and I'm putting it away. So you can really see where I brought the gold bullion falling out of the skull and going around the crystals. So it's a question of what came first, the rocks in his head or his skull on the ground. And that's kind of how I was thinking about it when I was making it. I don't always voice those thoughts. I guess I need to learn how to voice certain things a little bit better. I'll live and learn. Live and learn. I have a lot of silkies to remove, or cobwebs as it were, from the crystals. But I do like how it turned out. I am happy with it. But I was going to go ahead and break up this material so that I could have it ready for the next globe. So I'm doing one of these. So this is an air plant holder or succulents, depending. And I wanted to do another item, and I have some different crystals this time. So I have a variety of different ones, and these are my loose ones, so I could do whatever I wanted. And I have 3 that are pretty close together in likeness. I can't remember if this is the one that glows in the dark, because I have one that glows. Is this it? Maybe. That's what a flashlight's for. Hey, Palos. Welcome back. Hang on. I'm checking to see if this is the glow-in-the-dark one. And it is. So it actually glows a turquoise. Yay, experiments. Yeah, not gonna be able to get it to glow for the camera, sadly. Alright, time to start breaking up the material. Yeah, this is just a really cheap bag of moss that I picked up from the dollar store. Same with the other one. And I'm just using them, breaking them up into smaller pieces. You know, as you do. I tend to do a lot of my projects on a pretty tight budget. But I enjoy myself with it. I mean, that's the important part, really. I've got some flocking covered rocks for this one. Ah, yes, you probably did eat too much. I'm sorry, Mom.
What is the box?
My paints. That's all my paints.
That's your paints for the minis?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna add another color to it this time. Actually.
Did you order these?
These uh 2 of the paint packs I got, and Tim actually sent me the rest in a care package.
Are you online?
Yes, I am. Sorry, my mom was talking to me. And then when she realized I was online, she fled and shut my door. Parents are funny sometimes. Sorry about that. I told her hi from you earlier today, and she was like, "Wait, he's watching?" The devil's going on? No. I don't remember how to get into that right now. Alright. Time to continue breaking up material. Yeah, that's one of my burned pieces from earlier. No, I did not. I just need to make a little handheld trash bag. And I did. Will you put that in the fridge for me, please? Thank you.
Handheld trash bag. I can dump it and bring it back.
Oh, that looks neat. Not trying to shine y'all's eyes out with this, I swear. There's that, there's that, there's that. Okay. Thank you. That's fun. Not really. Not really. Not at all. This stuff feels like hemp. Almost. But a bit denser. Oh, that's a really nice piece. Maybe I should glue that down first. No, but I will save it to do a different base. And now I'm going to clean up my mess. And put it over here. Alright, so I should do a wood texture on this. That was almost bad. Since this one's just going to be quick and dirty, I'll do the copper rose gold type color first. Super cheap brush. Have a good night, Nico. Miss your face. In order for you to be able to travel down here, you have to stop doing stupid stuff, okay? Okay. Well, go do you. I know you're heading out. If I have to yell at you to go to bed, I will. I almost wish I had some rub and buff right now. That would have worked really well on this. Of course, I put a fingerprint in. Up and down and turn it all around. Doop, doop, doop. If I do it right, I can probably give it a brushed metal texture. I don't feel like fighting that animal right now, so I'm gonna set that aside to let that dry. Never mind. I'm gonna redo the whole thing now. Because I stupidly dropped it. Never think anything is safe. Because it isn't. Setting it down correctly this time. All over my sketchbook. I'm bad at this. Obviously bad at this. Alright. Set that aside. Set this entire thing aside because I'm not going to need this for a little bit. because I have to paint the other skull. So, this one's finished. Well, it is complete. It is not finished until I decide if I'm going to go and add a little bit more to it, because I'm not sure entirely what I'm going to do with this, but I think it has an idea. But I like it too, because it just looks like somebody drew on it. The other option is to, like, with a very fine line, or maybe my Sharpie to draw in runes around it. I might do that. Hmm, that's tempting. Alright, now I have a place to set these. So that goes back up there, that goes over here. These are here because that's what I'm using. Alright, so I'm trying to finish clearing from where I was messing with all the stuff. Luckily, that's the easy part. And now I have a mostly clean mat. I'd have to actually wash it if I'm going to get all of the debris off of it. That's fine. I don't need it perfect right now. I mean, there's still glue on it from my last project. Yay. Hmm. Maybe I'll paint that. Yeah. I make funny faces at you. Alright. So I think I'm going to approach this one a little differently. I'm adding a green to it. And I think I'm going to go heavier with the purpley. Oh, I think I'm going to do the green for certain. Because I think that'll add an interesting dimension. Huh, interesting. Where'd that push pin go? Oh, not clogged. Yay. And there's the green. I'm also using the warrior flesh again. Because I really liked how that turned out on the last one. I'm also going to be using the runic purple. Yeah, this one clogged up last time too. Okay. Blah. I guess I need a longer pin. Done. Paint actually dried in the nozzle. Oh, that looks like a poor design there. But if that's a common problem, it's a common problem. Maybe that'll help. Doop 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 doop. And then finally treasure map. Because I really liked this one. It makes for a really nice blend. Things I'm learning. Quantities. Or at least how much to push out at any given time. Alright. We ready to roll. Woo! Hero dots? Thank you. And yes, it is my birthday. I'm actually 38 and 17 years cancer free today. So I'm. This has been a better birthday by doing the painting and everything. So I've been a lot happier with how this year's gone than previous years. Hey, Papa Bear. Thank you for the follow. What? Somehow. Thank you. Where are you guys coming from? Because I'm getting the follows. All of a sudden. Not be official. Thank you. And Bondosa. Bahagbug. Support the arts. Did you see what I did earlier? Did you see the one that I finished, Papa? Here. This is what I did earlier tonight. So, this is what I did this afternoon. So, here you go. Now you at least get to see it. Holy shit. I don't know how to respond to this screen spam, you guys. I'm sorry. Thank you. And thank you for all the follows. I can't keep up. I see a Miguel, a Gabe, a Chow, a Post, a Apsona. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the follows. I do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, JV Hyde. So I actually have a plastic dome and a little wooden platform. Well, it's a plastic platform that I'm doing a wood paint on. Let's see, is that dry now? Yes, it is. Alright, so here's the base. Quite happily sits and nests into itself. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate the birthday wishes. I really do. Thank you. So that's how this is looking. So that's where it's at right now. I have to finish painting the bottom, but I wanted to get started on the other skull. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's a lot like a snow globe, but it's more like a curiosity in a jar. It's a miniature diorama. And what it has is like gold bullion and moss growing out of the skull. Thank you, everyone. So now I'm painting the second one, and I was gonna finish that, get it glued up, and I'm doing it in a different tone. Oh, really? It's Herodot's birthday as well? So happy birthday. Like, dude, we share a birthday. That's awesome. I've met people who have birthdays on the 16th and the 18th or the 14th. And now I've met somebody who's on the 15th, but this is the first time I've met somebody who shares my birthday. Holy crap, I am not going to be able to keep up with all the follows, you guys. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, wow. I'm like, was this a raid that I totally missed that it was a raid? I don't know what this is. I've actually been having a lot of fun working today. Um, the last couple of years have been pretty sour birthdays, so I figured COVID can't really take much away from me on my birthday, so I'll just stream. And it's been a blessing. It really has. I've gotten to talk to a lot of people today. And I don't feel as alone, and I've gotten a lot done. because this isn't always stuff that's pretty easy. Thank you, Fatality. Thank you, Mama, Mame. I'm sorry, I actually have a stutter. Your point? Ugh, you're being a creeper. Go away. Um, excuse me, I gotta throw something at someone. As soon as I find something I can throw. But yeah, I've. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I do really appreciate it. And I'm sorry for not having music. It's kind of a. I'm working on figuring that one out still. Thank you, Ligru. I'm wondering if that's the Ligru I know. But no, I really appreciate it, guys. But yeah. Goal is to do green, work my way through a faded purple, and to bring out a mossier looking skull this time instead of the last one I did today. And you guys gotta realize these are like super, super cheap skulls. And so this is the before on these skulls. Really, camera? Really? Here, come on, let's refocus. There we go. So this is the before on the skulls that I'm working on. And they are super cheap. They have a huge seam line and a poor spot because they were rotocast in halves and then they were just hot pressed together. So what I did is on these I sanded off the seam lines and then I just blacked it out with basic acrylic paint after sanding it. That way it was a rougher surface and it allows the acrylic paint to stick to something. And then what I did is I just painted it much like I'm doing now. I'm starting with the features that I really want to bring out in certain colors and then building it up into the lighter tones. That way I have decent shading all the way through. Because that's the goal at the end of the day is to have decent shade. Sorry, I'm literally mixing the paints as I go. Because it's been about 30 years since I last painted anything uh, miniature related, and I do have a couple of miniatures to work on later, just not right this minute. Oh, there it is. And it's like if you look at the other skull that I did, it actually turned out really well, I thought. Man. So Leager, how have you been? You don't know? How do you not know? Okay, I could see that. Well, did you at least make it to the Nero event? Because I know they had one. Dope. Oh, wait, was it a 1 day event? Or was it a 3 day? Okay. Man, I'm sorry you were late to the event then. Go ahead and do some of these undercuts. Doop doop doo. Yeah, I saw that, but I don't understand why you guys are supporting that man, Salvatore. I really don't understand it. Just showing up to his event proves that, oh hey, you want more events. And nobody's really had a good opinion about him. Wow. Oh, that was a lot of people. Ah, okay. So they're doing the really trolly way. Okay. But it's still giving him money. Don't they understand that? You protest with your money most days. At least in the LARP world. I don't know about other places anymore. Knocking in all the dark green. Yeah, people are already in the extremes. And trust me, I am missing LARP like you wouldn't believe. It's like, I put on makeup today. I was totally gonna do a costume. And then, well, I started streaming like an hour early because one of the guys I was watching earlier today was like, I want somebody to raid and I wish she was on already so that I could raid her. And he was doing robots and comic books and all kinds of stuff. It was a lot of fun art stuff. Yeah, Dirty Diggler. Yeah, he was my first raid this morning. Shoot, this may end up looking more like a zombie skull at this point. I gotta layer in the other colors. Oh, there was when the happy birthday spam was going, there was 43 people in here. I got raided the other day by Thunderhead, and he does the BattleTech minis. He raided with 27, and I spent most of the day sitting at a nice 10 or 11. So that was a nice consistent number, and I felt good about it. Still feel pretty good about it. Ugh. Oh, oh, Liguru. I actually got a commission for one of these. I've had somebody ask me to make them one. A nice, really neat alchemy bottle for Jin. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, did you never see that when we were LARPing? Because that's the bottle that I carried around for Chris. Ah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I keep forgetting. Ooh, ooh. I wonder if you follow her. I don't remember her name now. Shit. Shit. I don't remember her name. When I remember her name, I will send you a message and ask, "Hey, do you follow this person?" She was actually live she was actually live the other day and I was just hanging out and watching. She builds fursuits and she's working on a either a horse or a pony. I did not ask for clarification. Okay. I'm trying to block out the main colors on the skull first. Or at least the green, get the baseline in. Because this is how I cheat. I'm really lazy a lot. And then I put my fingers in the paint. That's not fun. I love you. If you hop in chat, you can talk to Lee Crew. Yeah, Chris is streaming tonight. He's playing Kingdom Hearts. No, I don't normally. So I like to use color theory, and I do some really neat effects with it. And depending on the type of cherry red you're trying to achieve, depends on if you mix in if you add silver as the underlayer or not. Because silver, you're gonna get one that flashes. What? No, I have mine. I just had to remember to drink it. You're not allowed to drink my tequila. Yeah, so my next door neighbor gave me tequila for my birthday. It's awesome. It's really awesome. I really appreciate it. Because it's like most recently I've bought rum more than anything. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Arcs Vitalis. Aw man. Is that a game? Why is it hard to capture? Is it because of the platform it's on? Yeah, as a green skull. He's very green. And I have trashed this paintbrush. The poor thing. Scoop, 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 scoop. Aha. So it's an older game, by the sounds of it. Oh, wow. Okay. It seems like getting a hold of the PC version would probably be easier to do capture on than the OG Xbox. Because that Ring of Death was a major thing for a long time. I remember that. I used to play on the original Xbox a lot. Halo. Halo was my addiction back then. Ooh, I know what color I'm gonna work into this. I'll work that rose gold I was playing with earlier in, because that'll give it a nice coppery moldy patina at this stage. It might be the type of capture card you're using too. Those are questions that are like really more up Chris's alley than mine, because I know about as much as a toothbrush. Hmm. Don't know what to tell you then. All right, let's try them. I saw people asking about this type of brush. This is the D&D set of brushes that I've seen a few people ask about. I saw a couple of people in Steiner's chat last night ask about them. Mm, doesn't do too terrible, but it's definitely a little awkward to work with, at least for me. But that could just be because of the damage to my hands. Hello, hello. Also, thank you, Ligru, for the follow. I don't know if I said thank you or not. Yeah, so this is proving interesting. It looks like an alien head. It's not an alien head. It's not going to be. Anyway, once I'm done, it'll probably definitely have a different look with the different layers. Right now I'm just playing with the brush set. I'll say I don't really care for the. Mm, well, that's disappointing. Okay. So the dry brush for these does kind of come apart pretty quickly. Alright, hang on, I gotta respond to a message. Alright, that's answered. Yeah, so I'm mixing folk arc acrylics with the let's see, there's the hatch. I'm just trying to have fun today. As a standard, my birthday is usually pretty miserable. Today it's been pretty good, so I'm really happy about that. Who else is streaming? Hyperface, Circuit Geek. Whoa, whoa. Thank you for the host, JT. JT 2020. So, Ligru, if you're still here, so that you're aware, JTN 2002 is the one that you know. I think you know him as a guild master, or at least an up and coming one. Oops. Dab, 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 dab. Yeah, well, numeric dyslexia guy. Bite me. You're probably gonna get it for a little while. But no. Yeah, I just give the definition. Not everybody knows what dyscalculia is. Well, that was a little too heavy. How's your weekend going? Did you have any fun matches to deal with today? Yeah, not enjoying this brush. I feel like I'm having to work twice as hard to get the look that I'm wanting. Okay, cool. Lesson learned with that. Okay. Yay! Nope, still having to work way too hard to get this to do what I want it to do. Clean it out, move on. I think I've had dollar store brushes treat me better than this one just did. Alright. Here's the broad spectrum of theirs. We'll see how that goes. Do 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 do. Well, you're not supposed to oversleep, guy. Like, seriously, somebody should have told you. You're not allowed. Like, legit at all. I have paint everywhere. It's all over the place. Alright. There we go. They cut off the AC. So, there. Note to self. Adjust camera position. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On a Saturday night. Doop 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 doop. Sorry without the music, guys. I'll work on figuring that one out this week. I've got probably 4 more days of streaming to go affiliate. So that's a thing. This is turning interesting. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it yet. Do I like this or not? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm working on figuring out if I like how this is turning out. I pull this off just right, it might go with the, there we go. Oops, did too much. Let's see how I like that. No, I like how this one's going now. Well, at least this pass. I like how this is coloring up. I'm just playing and experimenting with new brushes. This is the Dungeons and Dragons set of brushes that they released. There's 3 of them? Yeah, there's 3 of them. I kind of have mixed feelings on them. I mean, the fine line brush isn't that bad. The base brush, not really a huge fan of. It's a little unwieldy. And then, thank you.
You're both streaming? I'm going to bed.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I like the layered buildup now. Uh, just sometimes you don't like something as you're painting it, and it takes time to build up the color to where it actually makes sense. And that's what I was having to wait on, because I had to do a layer of purple with that green. Let's just see how this looks. Because you'll always have a little bit that'll show through if you're thinning out your paint. And this is like, Reaper has some decent coverage, and I'm using the Reaper paints. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can see that transition. And this is just a super cheap skull from the dollar store. I'm bored. Not gonna lie. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but not having a discourse with somebody is making it hard. Normally I'm watching other streams, so I'm okay and I can occasionally type in and chat to people. My shoulders are hurting because I was slouching too much just now. Um, Palos, I will tell you that I am not the biggest fan of the Dungeons and Dragons brushes. I decided to try them tonight because I had somebody in Steiner's stream ask about them. So I elected to try them. And yeah. Why does it feel like with the dry brush that I'm having to work way too hard to get the effect that you're supposed to get? Oh, that's true. They are better than nothing. However, I might stick with my $5 Walmart brushes because they seem to have been working pretty well. There, I can live there. Oh man, where's that? Yeah, it's right there. Okay, cool. Highly recommend Voltaren if you have arthritic pain. I, Papa, I have my booze. I have my booze, and then I have my cucumber mint. So, I'm not forgetting. I'm not forgetting. I will, however, forget to drink and disappear into what I'm doing. Oh man. So, I'm actually putting on my medication for my RA right now because pain's getting pretty intense in my hands. It's a lotion that's essentially a leave. Yeah, right here's getting pretty swollen. I need to do more work on those eggs, and I don't wanna. I really don't want to. Like, I'm gonna use up this paint and keep going. So, how are you doing tonight, Papa? And, alright. Now, gummy vitamins? No, I don't take gummy vitamins. I do, however, take a B12 supplement. And now my hands feel weird. At least until that kicks in. So, stretch time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, I'm doing preventative stretches for your hands, wrists, and arms, so to speak. I learned them at one of my old jobs. No, I'm not missing out. I actually can't have most of the gummy vitamins. Found out the hard way. Some of them use corn in them, and I'm allergic to corn. Tapioca will kill me. So will whiskey and scotch. If I'm not laughing, I'm doing it wrong. Dude, I've already died twice and beat cancer. I'm laughing every day. Cause I don't know who had a joke played on him, but ooh, ooh, which models? Which models did you find? Cause I'm always interested in models. We printed this one. So this was printed on our Mars. This little itty bitty skull. We printed like 3 or 4 of them at once. This was the largest of the three. Um, this was also one of our prints. Jin. You can't really see the detail of his face very well right now because he has no paint. I was considering slapping some paint on him and just seeing how he turned out. Oh, he he primed him before making sure everything was finished. I'm still getting happy birthdays from all my friends. It's kind of funny. So, there's that. Always fun. Oh, a bunch of chibi models? Um, hmm. Coin slot for extra lives? No, I did not. I have the coin sound for extra lives from Mario. Yes, that is my text tone for my phone because I am a geek. Piranha Plant is my favorite. So I'm just having fun. Uh, Steiner's encouraging me to, since I sculpt and draw. You know what? I can understand that. My 12-year-old isn't really ready to start painting these. She has a passive interest, but it's kind of the eh, I don't know about that deal. But we found a toothless one of the toothless dragons, the babies, whatever they are. I think I exploded one of my paintbrushes today. Yeah, I got too wet. The wood for the handle is swelling. Whoop. Gully! Thank you for the follow. I know who you are because you're probably the only person I know who would use the name like that. So I guess that's the thing. Doop doop doop. I'm gonna come back in and repaint the. Ah. Ooh. You you think they'll like them then? So they won't steal yours so much? Because I have a feeling that's what the root goal is to make it so that they don't steal your models. So just to show you guys what I'm working on another one of these. So do 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 do. All the gold coming out of the skull. Do 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 do. Yeah. And for all of those asking, yes, this birthday has been actually a blast. I've been enjoying it. I am now a few days closer to becoming an affiliate on Twitch. So that's a thing. I think the dog is trying to tell me something. Hey Palos, do you remember mm, hey, nothing's wrong with craft paint. Half of this is craft paint. You thin it out enough, nobody'll know. It just doesn't always dry as fast. Or thin out as evenly. Um, the it might be Kane who I'm thinking of. There was a cyberpunk set of roller derby, I think that was put out, or it was just the main. I don't remember now. It's been like a month since I saw it. One of my friends posted on Facebook, and I don't remember who now, and I kind of feel bad. No, it's fine. That means it was Kane, because Kane's hella into the cyberpunk Shadowrun dystopian nightmare. That's his world that he loves. Yes, I agree. Shadowrun is great. I need to sit down and read the manual again. But again, that's a tomorrow problem, not a today. That is true. And I appreciate that. I think the last game I played Shadowrun wise, I played a Decker, so I think I'd want to play a different class. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this brush. I'm a little sad. It's like dead now. The bristles are splitting even when it's loaded with paint, so I get to switch brushes. That one's in the trash can. Let's see, spinny spin spin. Which brush will win? I just have to trim it. Nah, the handle, because it was a wooden handle, it had absorbed too much water from cleaning it, and it exploded. Well, it exploded, and I'm not gonna fight that. I have an eyeliner brush that I like to use for stippling instead of that. Yeah, I'm trimming the bristles. Here we go. Mixing colors. Are they the ones that have the Oni tank and the roller girl? Because I found those. Because when I did a cyberpunk search, not a whole lot really came up. Okay. Oh God, really? I I thought this stuff was like mostly up to the DMs to decide, oh, hey, this is what it means. Got it. Got it. I didn't know it was one of those. I want a little pink on this coat. Well, I was actually considering just sculpting my own at this point. I mean, they wouldn't necessarily be minis, but I have a bunch of dolls to refit, so I figured I might try my hand at doing them in the cyberpunk theme. Picking up the wrong color entirely. I think I was looking at those a couple of days ago. Chris and I are trying to find the guy we bought the 3D printer from because he sells all the refurbs, but he also sells the resin. Abort, abort. Stuff that should not be seen. Oh, oh God. And here I have decapitated dolls just sitting here, waiting to be painted. Yeah, just what I have, waiting to be painted. This one's a commission. And that was the biggest pain in the ass to remove the hair from. They're just in the hurry up and wait mode. You know, I hadn't thought about that, but I could do that. Just make some of my minis glow. And I don't even have to use puff paint. I actually have the glow powders. If I mixed it into resin and do a really thin layer, I could do glow effects. Huh. Thanks, Papa Bear, for giving me that idea. And no, I do not ever use anything for its intended purpose. It's like you have a couple of my best friends in this chat right now. They will tell you. I very much march to the beat of oops, my own drum and tend to throw caution to the wind a lot. Because it's just not worth it at the end of the day. Sure, some things I can see doing the intended purpose for, others not so much. Let's see what I can pull off here. Alright, there. Oh yeah, I'm aware. I am one of the people who used to sew those clothes. Used to. I have a collection of resin ball jointed dolls. I have 3 or 4 of them right now. And I used to do what we call on them face ups. And those are done really differently than miniatures. Still takes a lot of the same techniques, but we use a lot of chalk pastels and build color carefully. And there's some people who make those dolls look real. They're scary. They're really scary. But that's part of the charm for me. I like scaring people. But then if you've seen me in zombies chat, then hey, you know what kind of person I am. I think my hands are just getting tired at this point. More than anything. I guess I can always come back and stream tomorrow. Finishing up. Yep. Are you? Oh, I know which. Are you talking about the life-size ones, or are you talking about the miniatures? And yes, I asked very specifically what how I phrase that. Because I know way too much about a lot of things. Okay. All right. So I don't have one immediately next to me. Derp. I work with a lot of the Monster High dolls. I have a Bratz doll because that's what the person commissioned. I hate Bratz dolls. I really don't like them. Yeah, the 8 inches, 16 centimeter. Yeah, those are um, 1/6 or 1/8, depending on which company you're using to base your sizes off of, because you have the SD, the MSD, the YoSD, and the Mini SD, or the Mini Yo. Mini-O's are only probably this tall, fully articulated, but they're done on an elastic ball joint string. Now, there's another company that does smart dolls, and they have a fully socketed, firmer plastic, almost a resin, but it's not. It's actually classified in the plastic family, not a resin. And that one is, she's a lot more posable than any of the dolls, and she has a vinyl skin. I know a few people who have some of those, and they're really nice. They're really well balanced. They pose a lot better than any art doll you'll ever encounter because they do full human movement. They have full range of motion, the same as humans do, which is actually really hard to achieve. And I think they have 2 or 3 sizes in those. But I know that that company specifically is the one that gets the rights to do a lot of anime exclusive. I don't like the LOL dolls. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather get the Hatchimals. If I had a choice, I'd get the Hatchimals. At least then I can use the discarded containers. I don't really find the LOLs cute. But then high school for me was in the 90s. So there was a lot of weird shit back then too. No, it really doesn't look like knockoff Bratz. This is a Bratz doll. This is a Bratz doll. No, 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 no. They don't really have a face. And I've been sitting here trying to figure out if I'm going to take a Dremel to it or not to figure out if I can resculpt her face. Or if I'm willing to try that right now. Oh, we'll see how long the fad of enjoyment for the LOL dolls last. I will stand with you on that one. And yeah, strong feelings all the way around. A few of the Brats, a few of the LOL dolls. Here we go. Got it. Yeah, they just seem a little awkward. There was another series of dolls that was actually pretty good, and they were the jointed dolls in that 8-inch range. But they went along with a TV series on Netflix for a little while, and they came with science experiments. and stuff like that. I don't remember what they're called. I've looked it up like 3 times. Nope, not the G.I. Joes. Although I actually had G.I. Joes. I used to repaint them too as a kid. It's like, this is all the stuff that I used to do as a kid. And now I do it as an adult. Mm, I think she's just doing the things that make each parent feel special, it sounds like. Sounds like she's also kind of figuring out who she is at the end of the day. It's like, does she want to be the girly girl? Or does she want to be the tomboy? Those are like hard things to figure out when you feel like you're in between. I mean, I was just a weird kid in general. Thank God it was the 90s. Nowadays, I probably wouldn't survive high school. This one's shaping up, but I'm still not sure how I feel about this one. Hey Papa, do you remember who asked about the D&D brushes in Steiner's stream the other night? Because I think you were there for that one. Teach her how to build escape rooms. Teach her how to arm and disarm traps. I mean, yeah, I know it sounds insane and crazy, but learning how to guide and tell a story can sometimes alleviate some of that desire to manipulate things in your favor. Because it makes you want to see what people will choose more often. Um, yes, I know this from personal experience. Um, but it also allows you to develop a moral compass that's a bit more genuine. Okay, I gotta move this. There's light bouncing off of it, and it's making me think that there's smoke rising off of my desk again. That was earlier. Okay, because I just remember it being mentioned. I just can't remember who asked about them. Because I tried them tonight. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The only one that might stay and not go to the kids is the detail brush. But even that one's kind of eh. I might have to do some cutting on it in order to make it viable. I'm not afraid to take a blade to my paintbrushes. Oh, hey Palos, that might be what that D&D dry brush is good for. Is the stippling instead of dry brushing with it. Use it for the stippling that you were talking about. Because I noticed that when I use it, it's already shedding. It's already shedding bristles. Huh. It is now time to teach them how to use this power for good. Hopefully they know how to use that power for good and not evil. Oh, only evil around there? Yeah, that's these. The they're bright blue with the gold, and these are just acrylic candles. So that's what I'm using right now. Um, my silver and black set were also a set from Walmart. I have a couple more sets from the Dollar Tree that are also surprisingly decent. Like this one here came from the Dollar Tree. Very surprisingly decent. Alright, I need to take a break from this for a minute. My fingers are cramping. Mm. Yeah, I have two different sets. One was destroyed by the 7-year-old, and the other one's mine. So that happened. 7-year-old won that day. Just that day. I'm trying to bend my fingers the other way so they'll stop cramping. Alright. Let's pull Bones back out and get him glued back together the rest of the way while all of this sits aside for a minute. I have his head. I now have his neck bone. Do do do. I'm not going to glue him to the base yet. That way I can get him all painted. Yeah, I have a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 12-year-old. Alright, there we go. Now I know how he's supposed to go together. This seems like such an awkward pose, though. Yeah, I have a bookshelf that's underneath my microwave in the dining room. The bottom 3 shelves are just all kids' activities. Oh, this is the Reaper Bones dragon, and I'm not sure I like how he's posed. He has wings. He has wings. I have them over here. So these gibbets in quite nicely. I'm just not sure I'm 100% sold on his pose. So there we go. I like the amount of flex he has. Yep, I remember both of those ages far too not so fondly. They're super smart and learning everything that you do in front of them. Alright, Palos, I really like this dragon, but his pose is so awkward. Yes, it has wings. That I'm dropping in paint. I wasn't gonna go ahead and glue the wings in, that way I could get them painted independently and then glue them in. That way I could reach everything. Because I'm not even gluing them to the base yet, I've just got this section of the body glued together. Because I was trying to decide what colors I'm gonna paint them. Because this one might be really cool to do that glow effect with my pigment powders mixed into the paint. Or mixed into a clear resin. And very carefully apply it along cracks and such. What did I knock over now? Okay, no, nothing. That's all. Oh, hands hurt. All right. Dude, I have a lot of glow in the dark powder. Have you seen my recent resin pours, Ligru? I don't think you have. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me pull the one out. Ugh. I love having help. I really, really love having help. No, I don't like having help. I really, really don't. Ugh. Here we go. So I've got one last coat of resin to do on this. Yeah. It's hard to get it so that you can see all the depths of the colors. Because there's 4 different colors in the main. And then the glitter is suspended through it. Oh, that works. Yeah, so this is my other project. Um, he's the Reaper Bone Dragon. That's what the package said. Package said Bones Reaper Dragon. I don't know if he actually had a name, but that's what the barcode said, if that helps you anything. Thank you, GZ Clay. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. I worked on the eggs earlier. Oh, it's Caladrax? Okay. So this is the Caladrax one. Alright. Time to open the new bottle of super glue. I am bad at this. Awesome! Another Libra, if I remember correctly. Oh, wait. Which zodiac do you use? Yes, October babies. We all knew what our parents were doing in the spring. Yay. That worked. Without giving me too much, so that's nice. Rave was because of all the cyberpunk talk? Not Kala? No, not Kala. Okay, okay, so Rave was because of all the cyberpunk talk? Okay. Wait. Oh, nope, sorry. My brain had a disconnect. I just caught up to the conversation going on in chat. Okay, so what is he? How many bone dragons? Well, that's a dumb question to ask. Asking how many bone dragons there are. God, I'm so silly. Why? Why would I ask this question? Really? Okay, fine. Gonna be that way. Alright, now to find one of my shitty brushes. Ones I really don't like. There we go, found one. Crappiest brush in the world. This is one of the shittier Dollar Tree brushes. Why would they have a downward slope connector? Cool. I'm stuck holding him now. I hope so. He better be called something. But I will tell you, this neck joint sucks. It's like the one going into his head is fine, but this one I am still waiting on glue to dry. He may get dipped into boiling water after this so I can repose him a little. Because he looks like he's in a territorial protective stance, but the head just doesn't, it's tilted wrong. Like, part of me really wants to cut apart each segment in the neck and repose them entirely. Probably do some resculpting. Yay! It's starting to hold. Just do this now. Alright, so this is my first dragon in a long time. Like, I think I was 19 or 18. Yes, yes. But this is the first one I've assembled in a long time. I assembled John's dragons for him for the longest. Because he had the entire series of the metal figure dragons that, yeah, that Reaper put out in, 98, 99. No, no, some of the nicer brushes do hold paint better. It doesn't dry out in the bristles as quickly, and they have a better flow. I will agree with you on that. Um, Price point definitely does help denote quality of brush, but it's also the bristle type that you're using. I have a bunch of acrylic bristles over here, and then I have a set of hair bristles, which are the silver handled paintbrushes that you've seen me use. I have a tendency to lean towards the acrylics because I worked with oil paints on canvas when I was middle school. I was in painting classes and things like that. And I was too impatient for the wait time, and I upset my instructors because my technique led to everything looking like it was done with a ballpoint pen but it was oil, and they couldn't figure out how I had such a smooth technique. Okay, I see what you have sent me. I'm not watching it right now. I'll watch it after the stream. Ligru. Dude. Alright. Yay! He's finally dry. Okay. Why fuse his tail to the feet? That just looks tacky. But if I cut it apart, I think it's because that's how they stabilized it. I like looking at the physics that they try and use when they're sculpting things. And this is very much semi-sculpted after a cat who's in the angry pose. Going, Um, I think COVID has changed a lot of things. I'm not gonna mince words on that one. Education wise, I think our schools are going to be reevaluating what curriculums are and how they're approaching it. Alright, he's as done as he's gonna get for right now. I just get to paint him. Everything clicks into the base quite decently, but it's one of those where it feels like they really forced the pose. I mean, the scapulas aren't large enough to support wings. I always laugh when they use a human pelvis as a reference. Because the joints don't look right in the hips. Yeah. Fun thing, I did forensic studies for a long time and had started in high school. I had started doing internships for just extra community service and stuff like that so I could get into a school where I could do forensic reconstruction. And really, really missed the window. Because when I was learning, 9/11 happened. I have a visitor. I'm good. I have a dragon. His wings are right there.
Okay.
You just have a look of he's bones. He's just bones.
You haven't painted the wings yet?
I just finished assembling them because you found the missing piece that was right here. I hadn't noticed I had dropped. All right. I know. It can stay there.
You want Ziploc bags for these?
No. You want to fight, we'll fight. I'll start pelting you with doll heads. Oh man. So I've truly frustrated my mother. She's used to being able to hang out and just talk with me when I'm working. But I'm streaming, so she feels awkward about it. No, I don't want this brush. Why did I pick up that brush? Ah, you're in a dangerous place. Okay. Also, the cookies are really good, so thank you. Thank you, Palos, for the cookies. They have been delicious. Alright. Hmm? Why is that one color just completely gone? Alright, where's my level with the white? And white and sand. There we go. Yay. Found it. Yeah. My high school actually had, no, not high school. My high school had American Sign Language because we were not even 30 miles from the nearest school for deaf and blind. It was like an entire campus that fed into its own college for high school. So we had a lot of interactions with them. And I wish I had paid more attention. I wish. Like, genuinely, if there's anything I really wish for, it was that. Because now I need it. Hey, zombie, welcome back, man. You having fun? Or are you getting in trouble? Or are the kids getting in trouble? Oh man, is this gonna do what I think it's gonna do? Man, it is. Okay. Aw man, dude. Dude. I'm glad you're not doing it on stream. Or are you doing it on stream? Oh, all is going pretty good. I'm averaging less than 10. I think I got birthday rated earlier, and that was an experience. I'm not sure I want to do that again. I just straight up stuck my finger in paint. Derp. Derp, derp, derp. I'm not going to disagree. So, my middle school growing up had wood shop, computer tech, and graphic design, and we're just standard high school. It's like in graphic design, I learned how to make silk screens, I learned how to develop resumes, learned how to do marketing, all this crazy shit that was like 20 years ahead of its time. Man, you always need that glue, man. I will say I like the 3D printed skull that I'm painting right now. I really like this one. And it's just getting this rose gold acrylic as its primer because I'm bad at this. I'm just super quickly putting it on. And trying not to leave fingerprints. I think this one's a lesson learned. I need to figure out some sort of structure that I can put it on for painting purposes. We didn't have AutoCAD. Like that wasn't even a thing yet. The glue's becoming a running joke. Yeah, I kind of figured that out because I remember you saying it in his stream the other night. Yes, I've been hanging out with those two a lot. Mandible, mandible. Yeah, you're gonna get to see the real fun here in a minute. If I don't stop removing paint because impatient. God, I'm an asshole. I am really an asshole to myself because I'm trying to get the paint on it and I'm just too impatient to let the shit dry. Yeah, Papa Bear, did you see that army Z's having to put together? It is not kind. Not kind at all. I I really hope you took before pictures before you started all those repairs. Broad strokes, broad strokes. Oh, Jesus. Why? Man, the minis look like they got smashed with a hammer. And that's the nicest way I know how to say that. But they did. They got smashed by the tanks that were in the box. So I guess that counts. Are you looking at the cat on the bed? Is she curled up in a little ball? I don't remember what they're called. I'm not gonna lie, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. I like looking at them because they have semi-realistic armor half the time. The other half of the time, it's fantasy armor that can be converted into a realistic format. However, when you ship parts, at, at, at least have the decency to make sure they're going to survive.
Blanket beads. They're all over.
Yep, if you want to take the container and pick them up, that's fine.
No.
To say that's too much.
Can do.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have it set up so you can watch, does he?
He's streaming.
Is your laptop charged?
No. And I don't have a.
You don't have to have a Twitch account to watch somebody.
What do I look under?
Twitch.tv, Little Cannibal Girl. Yeah, my mom was getting uncomfortable standing watching me, and I'm just like, okay, this is what we're doing now. Is the extruder clogged? Or is the bed doing the delamination thing? I mean, what level of ass is it being? Can you take that one back? Because this one's still. I have drink.
You want in the fridge?
I'm being reminded that I need to stop and drink. Set things down. Stretch the shoulders. Alright.
that to me. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. That sucks. That sucks. I've built too many of those. There we go. Yay, it smooths out all the paint lines. That's what I wanted. Yes, I'm actually using pastels to go over the high points and the bones.
Yes, it's a skull. This is what it looks like now.
Did I really do that to myself? Yes, yes indeed I did. Pull up sleeves. So, there you go. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. There. There. Is that smartassy enough for you? You came back. Why'd you come back? I thought you was leaving. You said you were leaving.
Dude, what is it? Midnight? 1 a.m. for you? Hmm? I don't remember exactly what time it is for you, but I do know that shit's getting late. Okay. It's going back over there. My back is starting to not like me right now. You know what? Should I use the green? What? There's a Sailor Moon Chibi SCL. Oh my god. Which site is this on? Like, no, this is actually a legitimate question. Which site is it on? grab this one. It's my favorite. Helps if I mix it up. Oh well. Terrible noises. Alright, where did I put the nail file? Well, here's this one. Yeah, if you guys haven't looked into it before, nail files as sanding sticks. And you can get the baby ones so that they're super fine. Because usually they're over in the area with baby stuff. Ugh. Capsule Chibi on Patreon. Okay, I'll be looking it up. I can't make promises right now. Alright, here we go. Yay! I feel a lot more confident about my fine lines. No, not really. I'm gluing myself to the table. I had a patch of super glue that doesn't want to dry. That's just a little bit frustrating. And now I won't glue my arm to the table anymore. Hopefully. Hopefully is the thing. No. I've had worse things than super glue. And I've already stabbed myself like 30 different times working on the eggs. I've already paid my blood to the blood gods, thank you. I don't need to christen every single project with blood. It just gets weird if I do that, and then people really take me for a cannibal. I'm like, it's just a nickname. Nope, they won't believe me then. You're just trying to get me in trouble, aren't you? I see how it is. I'm gonna have to get Chris to show me how to make a Discord work with streaming. I already caused enough trouble on my own. I mean, you really don't see the table that's sitting next to me. This thing is covered in 4 more of the dioramas and 8 canvases that I need to be working, not including that one, or that one, that one, or the one above it, which there's another one above it, and then there's another one here. I'm supposed to be working on all of those. Oops. You know, I like how that effect is over here. I might have to reduplicate it over here. This one's probably going to go back to the drawing board tomorrow. Okay, it's an FDM printer. Not gonna lie, there's like four main areas where it goes bad. And if just one of them goes bad, yeah, it's gonna be an asshole. But if two of them are doing it at the same time, then mm, it's a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be an absolute bitch. Which really sucks, cause I know the effort that's put into those machines. Hey, Kevin, welcome back again. Yeah, I'm going for a full day. Let's see if I can last. I'm already winding down because of how I woke up this morning. Oh, that's a lot more purple than I wanted. Oops. Oh well. Time to rebuild. I really like how the effect turned out here. I'm gonna try and duplicate that. We'll see how that goes. It's not gonna go well. I'll go ahead and tell you the secret. I have been talking, thank you. Dear chat, please tell Chris that I have been talking. I just went silent for a minute while I was messing with color. Yes, it's quiet. Because I can't hear half the music when it plays. And I don't have any music set up that they can play. Grump, 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 grump. So, meet my manager. It's Chris Gold, or Chris Gold O. Um, that would be my partner. He's been streaming Kingdom Hearts today while I've been doing all of this. And criticizing me every chance he gets because I'm getting too quiet. Because I'm not babbling at you guys. Oh, are you done now? Is that why you're here pestering me now? Because you're done? Uh-oh. Did you die too many times? You died too many times, didn't you? You totally died too many times. I didn't like how this... I really like how it turned out here on this one. I don't like how it was on this side, so I'm trying to redo it. And I'm just coughing it up and redoing both sides.
redoing the underpaint, and I'm going to go back over it and redo all the highlighting effects. Please note the cat has been fed. Just as an FYI, the cat has been fed. She is lying. She is a deceitful heathen. See, she agrees with me. Why? Why would you... Give me the cat. I need to take a break for a minute, so give me the cat. I will show her off. Welcome to This Is My Fat Cat. Her name is River. And yes, this is what she does. So yeah. I still like how that one turned out. Did you want a closer look at it? So, I'll show them. This is what I'm working on. I'm just working on a different one. No, those are the dollar store ones. The largest of the ones you printed is over here. I had to do a brush of acrylic paint on it first. I don't like his pose. It's an angry hissing cat pose. Without the tail up.
Dragons are giant cats.
I don't care if dragons are giant cats. They don't need to be in that pose. It's awkward, especially if you're a skeleton. Alright, so this is River. She's my senior cat. I got her from another cosplayer. So her name is River Song Tam. No, we're not nerds in this house. Well, geeks, really. But so was her owner. There, you can hear her purr. She's loud. She's a Bengal mix, so she has a very wide vocal range. You're literally purring into the mic, cat. She is very food motivated, which leads to the problem of her being 15 pounds. She is big as a small child. Don't you dare! No, no, no. You don't step on my desk. You know better. You're fat. Saying I'm making fun of the fat cat. No, I just stated a fact that she is very food driven and she weighs 15 pounds. And I'm covered in cat fur. Oh yeah, she's a wonderful cat. She is definitely a mix with a Bengal or Bengal. I will not ever be able to pronounce that word correctly. I get to come back into this and clean it up again.
They are very active cats when they're driven to be, but they can also be big old pains in the butt. They're also really smart and they'll have conversations with you. It's like she really enjoys just sitting on the couch with us and watching like Minecraft. Nope, I'm getting quiet again. Alright, so what do I need to babble at you guys now? Just give me a topic. I don't care what it is. It's like last time it was the art of wire wrapping and how to do hinges. Oops. Yep, really making this one fun today. Repaint, repaint, repaint. Nope, don't like it. Repaint it. Still like what my original concept was on this one, but I'm not liking how I ended up executing. So, time to redirect for a minute. Oh boy. Doggo and coffee. Does that mean doggo and coffee have been acquired? And the printer has yet to been yet leveled again. Oh boy. Is it just being persnickety about its leveling base? Aww. That's actually one of my favorite movies. I think I might watch Pacific Rim when I go to bed tonight. I really don't know how I feel about the second one. I've only watched it once. Definitely weird mixed feelings with it. Hmm?
Can I have some of the cookies?
You can totally have the snickerdoodle ones, because I won't eat the snickerdoodle ones.
Can I have the chocolate milk too? You drink the white milk.
I didn't drink all of it. There's a little bit left of it, but we do need to buy milk.
Okay. Where are the cookies at?
Mm.
What?
If you give me a bit, I'll be off of here.
No, you keep going.
You're a butthead.
What? They love you.
Rah. He gets the dunce cap and then Mars gets the 2 gold stars. No, I'll agree. The Mars is actually a pretty good one. It it's got a pretty rough learning curve as we're discovering or learning. Um, we
My Mars is amazing.
Yes, your Mars is amazing. However, you have a learning curve with structures. Still,
Structure. No, my support systems are fine. I'm good.
chain chomp.
Whatever. Where's the cookies?
No,
They're over there, aren't they? There they are.
he's trying to take my cookies.
I know, leave you alone.
Oh well, there's. Okay, I might have to try it that way. I don't like approaching things that way. It's just weird. Yes, it's dry. Well, ish. Still moist. Now I can paint the underside of the mandible. Man, I need to drill that out. There's too much. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this will be fun to do in that little diorama that I'm wanting to do. Yeah, he sings the praises of it. We have to go get more resin. We've got a guy out here who we bought ours from. He gets all of the 3D printers from Amazon. Like if somebody returns it or if somebody goes, "Oh, mistakes were made. I didn't mean to order this," and returns it. Trade the cookies for what? Yeah, so we bought ours as a refurb and we've got a 1 year warranty on it. And the guy said just bring it back if it starts acting up and he'll do the repairs for us. So that's nice. He he also sells like the large bottles of resin for the Mars for about $20 a bottle instead of like retail because they're also returned with the 3D printers. So he has a couple of ways that he can approach it and he just elects to pass on the savings because at that point he's making nothing but profit. Drink refill item of want for cookies. No. No. Because I'm pretty set and I have an overachiever for a mother. I have my boozy drink here, my hydration vitamin supplement drink so I don't have a hangover, energy drink so I don't fall asleep on you guys, and then I have a bottle of water over here. Yeah, my mom's already covered all of the bases involving hydration. Oh, the cat's playing. You wouldn't recognize mom, dude. She's lost like almost 200 pounds since you saw her. Ah. I wish I would be going to the Nero events. Um, that's now turned into a 18-hour drive for us. If we were it's like an 18 to 20 hour just to get to site from where we live. And I don't know that Atlanta is actually worth that drive. Um, and this is to Liger's question, but dealing with that, um, I am going to be owning my own LARP chapter in the next couple of years. Like, as soon as the rulebook goes live and contracts are signed. You know, I know you're making the jokes to just to cope with what happened, but dude, those get awkward quick if you're not careful. So this is me giving you the heads up. Hey, be careful. I I love Nero Atlanta. They are the only chapter that Chris and I would be allowed to play in of Nero because of what happened. And instead of the ownership, even though the ownership for Atlanta stepped up and said, "Oh no, hey, we had him doing this," the other chapters banned him, which means we are legally only allowed to play in Atlanta because Atlanta has ignored the ban for the rest of the country. Now, one of the chapters here in Texas took the ban to the next level and has said that Chris is not allowed to be on their site, which means any LARP held on that site de facto bans Chris. He wasn't cheating. He had authorization from the local chapter, and it was done with the permission, right? Of ownership. Well, an owner from another game reported it without talking to anybody at the game he was at. So he was an owner of another chapter, and he was there visiting. Magical Wuju shit happened. He did not approve of how magical Wuju shit happened. He took the scrolls used, which were legitimate forgeries, because we were testing for the local chapter this style of forgery. And because we know how to make this shit look legit, we did. And the giveaways on what made it funny fake is part of what was required to make it appear fake. And that is actually what was reported as him cheating in a LARP, and wasn't paid for the map work he was doing for them because he's a graphic artist. So yeah, that was all the fun drama of that year. No, it had actual legitimate discrepancies, and any caster who read it would know it was a forgery. I was the one casting it. I knew it was a forgery. The other person who I was casting it on didn't know it was a forgery, and it could have caused a massive backlash. But there was a lot of shit going on that weekend, like the fact that Ryan didn't show up when he was supposed to. Yeah. That really had a lot more to do with it than several people want to admit. And because Ryan didn't show up, they felt that somebody was trying to abuse the game while Ryan wasn't there, even though we had been on the phone with Ryan that day about it. Okay, Ryan, for context, Ryan is the owner of the chapter where we're running this playtest. We're on the phone with not just Ryan, but also Kevin. So we knew what was going to happen. We knew how this would play out. What went wrong is player took the forged scrolls and she wasn't supposed to. Well, other player, who was the owner of a different chapter for the same game, said, "Oh, these aren't legal scrolls. This never happened." And the banhammer went down on Chris, and nobody actually contacted us. Nobody said anything. We just got an email saying, "You are hereby banned nationally from Nero." And we went to argue it and couldn't argue it because they didn't want to play by the rules of the game at all anymore. And just how clicks work, unfortunately. Man, I apparently need to go watch Indiana Jones. It keeps bopping around in my head. Ooh. Overdrew. Overdrew the line. Yep, that's pretty much what it is, and that's why I just kind of went, "Peace, I'm out," and gave up with the drama and walked away. If it's gonna be a hobby, I'm not gonna stress out about it. Like, this is the first time that I've been able to talk about it without being incoherently angry. So I'd say I'm doing better ish. Man, I bet they were just bouncing off the walls trying to duplicate everything. How close an 8? Oh, wait, that's right. They're pretty close. Yeah. I have the memory of a goldfish, so it's awesome. There. Oh, I'm not surprised. Remember, I love the fact that you thought of me and you brought taffy that I could have. With my food allergy profile, eating is just complicated. I'm gonna pay for the donuts and the cookie today. It's like yesterday I had cheesecake and I paid for that. It's like I don't get that angry anymore. So you have to understand. Dude, Ligru, I enjoyed that chocolate bar like you wouldn't believe. It was the most delicious thing. Oh, I almost dressed up as Chaser tonight just for shits and giggles for my birthday. Yeah, I thought they were pretty close together. I just couldn't exactly remember and I felt a little bad for a moment. All right. Let's paint this in place. And then let all of that dry so it has the basing. Oh no, it takes a lot of effort and I noticed that words are hard. Words are really hard right now. So hang on. Okay. That LARP in particular, with how the drama and everything was unfolding, was causing me incoherent rage repeatedly, and I had been incoherently angry every time I was at an event for 6 months. So for 6 events, I was so angry that I still wasn't fully calmed down by the next event. Hey, hey, that is not how that ever worked with me. That was Midge. I'll have you know, Midge was worse than I was. But then I think anybody dealing with a 4'5" individual would be absolutely terrified if they were chewing on them. I've actually done pretty good tonight. My shakes haven't come up, which means I'm eating enough. I'm getting the right levels. Yay! There's happiness there. Yes, yes, they did. But you gotta remember that was also the first weekend I saw Eric after the breakup. And he was still holding my stuff hostage. Chris is still lurking, by the way. I think he's watching Supernatural in the living room. X-Files. Huh! Why aren't you watching Supernatural? I thought you were trying to finish that. Or are you now caught up? I am not a happy psychopath. And that was 13 years ago. I like to think I've gotten better since then. I'm painting in teeth that's not here. Oof. Doop. I'm getting quiet. I'm sorry. What? What are you watching over there? Holy Grail, I got better. You know what? I like that. I'm keeping that. Alright, so things I've learned. Reaper paints aren't bad.
Alright, I'm at a decent point where I can start reshaping these lines. Yay! Hey Chris, you might want to check on Ryan if he's trying to video chat your group. I see what's happening now. Alright. I think I'm done messing around with this for right now. I want to do something else, but I don't know what I want to work on. Set that aside. How about this one? Here, having issues with big one? Go small. Go even smaller. Apparently you did miss the call the host section of the stream. Yeah, so I am not used to hearing certain sounds, so when I suddenly hear them, it does actually scare me. And I am super jumpy. Super duper jumpy. And what's sad is about half the half the people in this chat know how to reach me. And I do not want to have to go telephone voice on people. And apparently I have the theme song for Nickelodeon stuck in my head. All the fun. Itty bitty skull. Here we go. It's not as tiny as some of the other ones I have, but it's still pretty tiny.
I am now tired. I don't want to go any further. But he really wants me to. I just want to curl up and watch movies now. Yes, I think some of Chris's friends are pod people or androids. Because they do behave that way. A lot. No, you are not helping. I do not want to paint Chris Estrade, and they are still sticky. I. The only one of those that I like the sculpt on is the Minotaur. That is the only one I actually like the sculpt on from that Curse Estrade set. So yeah, here you go. I might need it darker. Here, let me drop it and break it. How about that? There you go. Here, you get to see a couple of the other figures that I get to work on at some point. I get to fix Jack. But these guys will need to be primed. They're still super sticky. Oh, robots to paint. Yeah, if I had some. I don't currently have any robots. I really want the STLs for a couple of figures on my mini factory, and I have them saved in my cart. So it's about $10 now that I'm looking at for the Oni tank and the roller girl. But God, I don't currently have robots. I have the doll heads, and I haven't actually primed those heads yet. They've just been cleaned. And I still need to do the hair for them, but I need to do the faces before I do the hair. The sculpting tears up my hands. But this is where I'm at on the egg now. So we're starting to get there. Little by little, it will end up being. Yup. Well, Papa, I also have I have ADHD, so I tend to forget what I'm talking about unless I have active parlay going on. Or an active report, as I almost dropped the egg. Hey, Ligru, here's the other egg. Here you go. There's the other one. It's actually based. And I still have one more to do. And yes, it is heavy. Because I used rocks. I think this is tomorrow's problem and not today's. Because I have a lot of raw work to do down here. I have to come in and finish shaping out the scales. No, they're not Easter eggs. They're dragon eggs. I mean, they're going to get turned into candles eventually once I get the mold cast off of these, but the job is to
sculpt, mold, and then sell them the mold after I make a master copy. Yeah, yeah, it's a Nerf football covered in clay. There's the secret. Squish, 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 squish. Yeah, they do look like giant Easter eggs. But they were supposed to be the Game of Thrones eggs. The Game of Thrones dragon eggs. All three with a different base on each one. That way. Ooh. All that fun stuff. Alright, I got a dragon glue together. I got one diorama done. I got a second one started. Yeah. Okay. So it just looks like a real thing. All right. There we go. My brain wasn't tracking how that was going. Yeah, those are all three free-handed sculptures off of a football. And I've done pretty awesome looking horns in the past, and I'm probably going to be doing more of those. I just have to have the time. Alright, I'm starting to yawn excessively. That's like 3 or 4 times in the last 10 minutes. So it might be time for me to start looking towards bed. So let's see if I can figure this out. Here we go. Uh, who do you guys want to go to? Do you want to go to Renru Studios for Warhammer? I've also got Hyperface Studios streaming. What are your thoughts? Because I am actually starting to get tired, hence why I'm asking. Ugh. What are the thoughts? Because this is just who I follow. Okay. I'm not seeing any comments, so here we go. Thank you guys for spending my birthday with me. I very much appreciate it. It is now the next day, so my birthday is over. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the stream, but I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys into the raid for Renru Studios. And they're doing Warhammer, so we'll see how this goes. Here we go. There we go. Thank you guys. Have a great night.